Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are
Twopapergirls. This is our Cram-a-thon TBR. This is a 3-day readathon created by Whitney over at Witty Novels. We'll leave the link down below. She did it in December to help people catch up on their Goodreads reading challenge. She said it was such a lot of fun and a great success that she's doing it again mid-year to help people boost up their reading challenges and read all those small books that normally we feel bad for talking about and don't normally pay much attention to.
I'm really happy it's July 10th to July 13th. Because we're going to feel very hyped for the booktubeathon, which is only a couple of weeks after, and we're going to show you what books we're going to read now, and also the books that will fulfil all the challenges that have been set to.
The first challenge is to read a graphic novel. I've chosen the Joker graphic novel. This is the Joker origin story. I'm actually borrowing this off my brother because I don't have any graphic novels that I want to read, but he lent me this. It's really short. I'll read this in like an hour. It'll be great to just tick that off the list straight away at the start of the Cram-a-thon. The artwork in this is really gorgeous and I love the Joker as the character, and I'm just looking forward to whizzing through this right at the start.
The graphic novel I've chosen is something that I've borrowed off Laura because I don't actually own any graphic novels, though I saw one in a shop in Nottingham, because we live in Nottingham when we're at university. I saw one in a shop called Page 44 called The Flood, and I really want it. But it's like 20 odd quid and I was like,
yeah.
I'll wait for Christmas. But anyway, I have chosen The Dalek Project. And this looks great. I love Doctor Who, and you might see this appearing somewhere else in the Cram-a-thon because one of the challenges a children's book as well as a graphic novel. And this just looks really sweet, and it's also short as well, so I'll be able to get through it quite quickly, and hopefully I'll be able to fulfill this challenge.
Another challenge is to read a book written in verse. I don't have any normal fiction books written in verse. Whitney mentioned there's an author that she really likes who always writes in verse. I don't have any of those. So I was going to read John Donne selected poetry because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be studying him next year, so it's kind of in preparation for that. I read a couple of poems by him a while ago and I really enjoyed them. Again, super quick. I may actually pick up Wordsworth, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to read a little volume of poetry. Again, should only take me an hour or two. Another would tick off the list.
Again, I don't have any books that are written in verse, so I've chosen Alfred Lord Tennyson's collected poetry, selected poems. I studied some of his poems for A-level and I really enjoyed them. And I was just excited to get into this. It's quite small as well. Probably read a few every couple of days just to keep it ticking over but not do it all at once. And yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy this.
I don't know if this classes as a novella. It's kind of a short story, but it's A Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I saw the film last year, really enjoyed it, so picked this up. It's just over 100 pages. It's the shortest book I have anyway. So I'm classing this. It's just a cute little story about a man that travels the world, and I just think it'll be very fun.
I have chosen A Sense of Ending by Julian Barnes. I borrowed this off Laura because we have read England by Julian Barnes at university, and this is the book that he won the Man Book Prize for. And it's quite short, so it fulfills the challenges. I don't have many books on my shelves that I haven't read. I have about 13 unread books on my shelves. I need to buy some more. But yeah, I'm going to read this for the novella.
The next challenge is to read a children's book. I have two options for this. I'm not sure which one I'm going to pick. The first one is Touched by an Angel, which is a Doctor Who book. I class this as a children's book. I mean, it has nice big fun. It'll just be really fun and cute. I love the Doctor and Amy and Rory, and I just think it'll be a really cute, fun read. But if I'm not feeling this, I also have The Iron Trial by Cassandra Clare and Holly Black. I've had my eye on this for a while. This is in the age 12 section of Waterstone, so I'm going to class it as a children's book. But it is quite chunky, but I'm really in the mood to read it, so I think it depends how the rest of the challenges are going on which one of these I pick for the children's book.
The book I'm going to read is Apollo 23. It's a Doctor Who book. Love Doctor Who so much. He's got his little red bow tie on and his red braces. I have all of these from when I was a kid. I have them all on my bookcase, and so I'm excited to read this one because I never read any of the Matt Smith ones because I decided to read more books as I got older, so I'm excited to go back to these.
Another one of the challenges is to read a small hardback book. Whitney said this might be a struggle, but I think we're okay. I mean, I have The Joker is the smallest hardback book I think I've ever seen. And yeah, so I'm going to double up on these challenge because I don't have a separate hardback book that I'm going to read.
Me neither. These class.
Yeah.
The last challenge is quite a simple one. It's just to read 5 books in the entire challenge. So that was just a free reign. Pick the 5th book out of the challenges. So I've picked Marley's Ghost by David Levithan, another book that I've borrowed off Laura. Love David Levithan, he's great.
Yeah.
And this is one book that I haven't read by him yet, and Laura says it's good, so I'm excited to read this.
For my 5th book, I have 3 short books that I've had on my shelf forever and never picked them up because I don't know why. The first one is Wide Awake by David Levithan. It's the only book by him that I haven't read. It's the only book by him that I own and that I haven't read. I think it's because the premise of it didn't really appeal to me. It sounds quite political. But hey, with all the recent America gay marriage equality, I think this is quite apt because I'm pretty sure that's what this is about. So I might pick this one up. It's pretty short. If not, then I have Fame by Daniel Kelman, another really short one. I don't know much about this, I just picked it up cheap. It's about a famous guy who ends up in a place where no one knows who he is and someone is impersonating him back at home, and it just sounds intriguing. But if I don't fancy either of those, I have The Night Rainbow by Claire King. Again, just picked this up cheap in Tesco, but it sounds quite interesting, about a girl called Pia, and she's in France, and it just sounds cute and it's short. So I'll be reading one of these 3, maybe more if I'm on a huge reading hype, but probably not.
So that's our TBR for the Cram-a-thon again on July the 10th to July 13th. We're really excited for it.
This is our first readathon and we're just super pumped, and it's going to get us really hyped up for the BookTubeathon, so just really looking forward to take part in this.
If you're taking part in it, we'd love to know what books you're going to read.
And we'll see you on the next video.
Bye! I love Doctor Who, and it's... Mum? Yeah. We're filming!